Job fairs are one of the strongest ways to find work as they present employers and job seekers with a unique opportunity.
I find it's better because you get to sort of break the ice and meet employers one-on-one and sort of make a good first impression while you're handing them the resume, as opposed to them just looking at a resume online.
I have to sell myself out, yes. So I have a small introduction of myself that I'm going to present to them. Be confident. I'm planning to be confident when I go there.
You should know exactly the kind of job you want and what you can do. It's not for you to just come to the job fair without even know the kind of job you want to do or what we want to do. So it's better you know your profession and the things you can do and the things you cannot do before coming to the job fair. And get your resume ready and dress well and know how to talk to the employer.
And I got my resume ready. I did my practice morning time, and I'm here, good to go.
We asked some employers what they like about job fairs and what they're looking for when they meet candidates.
I think the individuals are certainly more focused on finding a career path here as opposed to perhaps some individuals that might be just a little click happy online and applying to anything and everything without doing a little more research. So I think the individuals here tend to be a little more better prepared. And I'm always willing to make room on a team for the right candidates that come and show up, so you just never know.
Some things we love to see is knowing your resume. Knowing your resume is a big one because sometimes the employer wants to ask you about things on it, and if you don't know, then it's hard to answer the questions.
So I like to see when people are enthusiastic about the position that they're applying for, and they know what position they are applying for as well. They know some details about it and have tailored their resume to that position as well.
What really makes a candidate stand out?
Two aspects: that they can be reliable and have a positive attitude, because everything else can be taught.
Pathways staff have participated in many job fairs over the years. They've developed some insight into best practices that get results.
I would say, just practice some of the typical interview questions, like what kind of job are you looking for? What are your goals? What do you want to do in the next 5 years? Think about a few success stories you've had at work that you can share with employers at the job fair.
The do's are make sure you're prepared. So you got to make sure what employers are going, what positions are available, and to tailor your resume towards those positions for each application that you're going to bring. For the don'ts, I would recommend that you don't come late. You just want to make sure that you're on time so that way you can get your foot in the door, get yourself heard, and the early bird gets the worm.
Be honest, be open, be yourself, kind of show up. Be ready to kind of put yourself forward, maybe get out a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and I think it can go a long way.
You'd have an opportunity maybe to show if you had images or something from work that you've done in the past. Maybe you've done a deck or something like that, and that kind of shows, what part of that project were you part of? Like, did you do the screwing down of the deck, the structural framing? Tell them you've got equipment. Tell them what you got for tools. Tell them you got a hard hat. Show them certificates. Put all those packages together. Like, I've got my working at heights. I've got this, I've got that, right?
To always come prepared. Always come with your resume, have a cover letter, be intentional with the different employers that you're going to be meeting with. Make sure that each cover letter is tailored to that specific employer. And also do some research on the different employers that will be at that job fair so that when you are meeting with them in person, you can be intentional saying, I know about your company. I have done a little bit of a research. This is why I would be a great fit.